everybody? TJ and Ben here. We are back with the next set or next video of our BT14 preview. Today we're going to be talking about blue and all the cards that are be coming up from the blue archetype in BT14. So similar to our other video, just a quick preview of the cards. Not too much like in-depth discussion. We can kind of save that for another day, but just really to give you guys a preview of what the cards kind of do, give you guys an idea of what to look forward to, and if you guys are doing any pre-releases, hopefully this video helps you out a little bit. And you have anything to add, TJ?
No, I think that covers it. I think we're good to go.
Cool. So we will start off with the egg over here, and that is Bukamon. Really strong egg in my opinion. During your turn, while your opponent has no Digimon with equal or more Digivolution cards than this Digimon gains jamming. So, I mean, that's almost honestly what a lot of blue decks want to do. And makes a lot of decks super scary.
Just giving so many things jamming potentially, especially too, like if you're going first and you're able to get that first turn promote and like do something, you can cook with it. But look, he's so happy about having jamming. Look at him.
Yeah, that's me right now. But honestly, gives a lot of decks gas. Blue hybrid, all fours, a lot of different things. You trade off the one you draw, but honestly, jamming is just so good. So
yeah, for sure.
Next,
let's move on. So let's start off with move into our level 3s here, I should say. First up, it's going to be Otamamon.
Yeah.
So not too much else. 3 play cost, 2 KDP. Digivolves for 0 over any blue level 2, and has none of his own effects, but has inheritable of opponent's turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon attacks, trash the bottom 2 Digivolution cards of that Digimon. So we've seen this already with I think EX3. Some of the I think it was EX3.
Yeah.
Some of those cards. With some of the I can't remember the freaking names of them, but. We've had some heroes before with other Otamamon and Geckomon and stuff that like when an opponent's Digimon attacks, you trash bottom cards. It's the same inheritable effect we've had, which is now you can have 2 different cards that have the same thing.
I guess an alternative way to source strip. Not your traditional way to source strip, but I think an annoying way to source strip.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's decent. Decent for pre-release if they do manage to find some good inheritables. Otherwise, it's not really gonna do too much. Also, sorry, correction, is BT12. BT12, and it was 1 card that gets trashed, but
similar idea.
Yeah.
Cool. Moving on to your boy, little Gomamon. He is a 3 cost to play, 0 to Digivolve on a level 2, 1 KDP. He has the effect of start of your main phase. Choose 1 Digivolution card under one of your opponent's Digimon and trash it. This Digimon can't be blocked for the turn. Opponent's turn as an inheritable. When this Digimon would be deleted, you may play 1 Gomamon from under this Digimon's Digivolution cards without paying the play cost. So, a lot of value in 1 card.
So good, dude. I mean, like being able to push up and then like instantly, just like you could strip an ace card from someone's stack because you can just pick and choose and just instantly gain like 3 memory, 4 memory. Woo! And he recurs himself. Like as long as it's your opponent's turn. But it's so good.
Yeah, so good. And I mean, I don't want to take too much time away from the video, but I think as we'll start to see, I think particularly accentuated in the blue archetypes, that the training cards, being able to like Digivolve and keep turn with a lot of these like on Digivolving effects. Like I think Japan really benefited from that. And we'll be seeing that in NA and North America as we get the training cards in this set. So I think that'd be something interesting to keep an eye on as we kind of see the meta play out.
Agreed. Can you imagine, like, also too, just for the Gomamon thing for a second, because I'm thinking about it now. If you have a memory set of your 3, push it up, strip an ace card, go strip to 6 memory. You have the Joe on board, you gain a memory. you just start off your turn with 7.
So blue wants to do.
Blue's such a gross color. All right. I think we're good for the next one though.
Yeah.
Next last rookie for blue, Siakomon. 3 play cost, 2 KDP. Digivolves for 0 over any blue level 2. Just has evade, so it's pretty meh. It's a decent rookie to pass turn with. But I mean, you're gonna pass for turn with it. If they try and pop it, then you can, do your evade thing and then you just swing. It might be okay for pre-release. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't really see a world where evade in a rookie is like super helpful.
Yeah,
But
evading
yeah.
a rookie's pretty useless.
Moving on to our level 4s, we've got Gesoman. 4 cost to play, 2 to Digivolve on a level 3, 4k DP. Its effect is when attacking, choose one Digivolution card under one of your opponent's Digimon and trash it. Then you can return one of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon with no Digivolution cards to his owner's hand. It's okay. I think the when attacking is probably more relevant in things like pre-release, probably. I don't really see this being meta relevant per se.
Yeah, it'll be decent in pre-release because there's so much hard slamming happens. Honestly, if this card had inheritable, it would be it'd be decent because if you pair this with a Source Strip, it definitely could do some work on your opponent's board and be annoying, especially with jamming.
Yeah, but I think as a vanilla with just a one attacking effect with a 4k DP, unless you have jamming, it's like sort of meh.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's good for him though. Cool Digimon. Wish he got a little bit more love. But one that has needed some love for a while and definitely got it. This is our first rare for this set that we're talking about right now. Let's go on with our first SR. Ikakumon. I love him so much. Play cost of 5, 5k DP, Digivolves for 2 or over any blue level 3. Has the effect of 1 Digivolving, choose 2 Digivolution cards under your opponent's Digimon and trash them. So any 2, doesn't have to be the bottom. You can just pick and choose whatever you want. If there's 2 cards in there you don't like particularly, get rid of it. Bleh. And then 1 attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with a number of Digivolution cards less than or equal to this Digimon's Digivolution cards can't attack until the end of your opponent's turn, which is awesome. And then has the inheritable of when attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with a number of Digivolution cards less than or equal to this Digimon's Digivolution cards can't attack until the end of your opponent's turn. So, not like a full stun where they can't attack or block, but in my opinion, a more balanced stun, but still strong because he's also getting to pick and choose stuff. So, definitely a very good card. Probably see some play in Blue Hybrid.
Yes, sirree.
He's also, I mean, he's such good art.
I was about to say that art is just fire.
I love that
art.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think pretty good. Pretty good. Moving on, we will have Gekkomon. 5 to play, 2 to Digivolve over level 3, 6k DP. Just has an inheritable effect, which is once per turn during your opponent's turn. When an opponent's Digimon's attack, trash the bottom 2 Digivolution cards of that Digimon. So identical to what Otamamon did. I think paired, if you like go up the line as Bandai probably envisioned it, it's probably pretty annoying, having to strip 4 cards potentially. But
yeah, definitely.
Other than that, I mean, I don't really see much for it.
It's hard because they're not really part of an archetype, and they're not going to be like found or played off anything else. So
yeah, it's a pretty standard blue, like a solid blue card probably.
Oh, definitely. Next level 4. And last level 4 for blue in this set is Shalmon. Play cost of 5, 6,000 DP. The Digivolves for 2 over any blue level 3, and just has evade. So same as Syakomon, just it's level 4 and bigger stats. So this one evade might be a little bit better on because he's 6k DP, so he's actually a bit harder to swing over for some bodies. Most things will climb over it just fine, like out of pre-release, but during pre-release he'll be decent, I think.
Yeah, I think of the 2, this is probably much more pre-release relevant.
Agreed.
But otherwise,
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our ace card for the color for this set. So we've got Zudamon here. He is a 4 cost to play, 3 to Digivolve over level 4, 8k DP, Blast Digivolve or counter, so you can, again, activate that Blast Digivolve mechanic to Digivolve during your opponent's turn without paying the play cost. On play, when Digivolving, you trash 2 Digivolution cards from under your opponent's Digimon. Then return one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards to their hand. So pretty good. I think.
So good.
Really gonna be a menace in decks like Blue Hybrid, right? Where like you've already source stripped them, probably playing Tamers and Digivolving, and then if you happen to swing and live or just keep your hybrid out on board, now they kind of have to play around the fact that you probably have a Zudamon in hand.
Yep.
And make their plays off of that, which even if you don't, right, your opponent still has to play around it, which is just super annoying.
Yeah. And also, like, I mean, being an AKDP 4-drop that can, like, bounce to level 4 basically on play and, like, choke your opponent to 1 potentially if you have a memory setter and they don't, like, insane. So good. And on top of that, like you were saying, like, there's so much source strip that we get with this set that's now can be paired with Blue Hybrid and what it can do that he's going to be very powerful. And in my opinion, I think he's probably the best ace card we're going to have in the game as of BT14.
Yeah, I agree.
Next to Magna Edge, which we'll talk about in the yellow video. But, yeah, just good card. And also because he can strip other ace cards. So again, with the whole thing where he can just gain memory.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting perspective too that I didn't really think about. Again, not to distract too much from the video, but like having these cheaper play costs on all these ace cards, you know, I think Anthony commented on our red video earlier today about like how you can just hard play the guy. I was like, yeah, oh shit, you're right. I could just play it.
I won a game during the Wargrave Metal Guru pre-release because I hard dropped a Wargrave ace when I was playing with that one, and I was just like, "Oh, he sucks, but he's here."
Yeah, yeah. So being able to play this, like you said with Goma, right? Like you promote, strip an ace, go up to like 6-7 memory, hard play this guy for 4, and you can still have enough memory to go into like a level 6.
Yeah,
is just
bounce
dirty.
Level 5 pretty much off it too.
Yeah. But yeah,
Whew.
busted.
Yeah. All right, on to the next card. A little bit more underwhelming, as opposed to how amazing Pseudomon Ace is. Marine Devimon, play cost of 6, 7,000 DP, digivolves for 3 over any blue level 4. Has on play and or when digivolving, return all level 3 Digimon to their owner's hands. So, it's bad. It's bad. I mean, if you're that crazy person and your entire local scene is D Brigade, there you go. Will probably be okay in pre-release, but even in pre-release, he's pretty.
Yeah. 7k DP is nice.
Yeah, I mean for a 6-drop, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Marine Devimon he deserves some love. That Digimon has not gotten a good card for the life of so many do really.
Very true. Very true. One day he gets there.
True.
Next is this real happy looking mofo, Shogun Gekomon. Play cost is 7, cost 3 to digivolve over level 4. He's got 7k DP. He's got an inherent blocker effect, so he'll always be a blocker. And then all turns, once per turn, when a Digivolution card of an opponent's Digimon is trashed, this Digimon can't be deleted in battle until the end of your opponent's turn, which I think is super interesting for like pre-release.
Yeah,
you know, like he kind of is like on that blue mantra of like, I don't really need a level 6 to really do much. Like I can just go into a level 5 and still be fine. Like,
yeah,
I think that's an example of it. You strip, you go into this guy, you have multiple ways to strip on top of him, and then you can just like swing, and even if they try to swing over you, they can't. So
yeah, the deletion protection is huge. And I mean, also him being a blocker, so it makes him very good for that. Like he'll be able to do what he wants to do, and he can block those bigger level 6s as long as the sources got stripped. So
yeah, and like for those who like don't frequent pre-releases, like blocker is actually like huge in pre-release because that's kind of what can save you like a turn or two, just having a blocker on board. So having this like level 7 or level 5 7k blocker it can be huge.
Yeah, it was BT13's pre-release that was just blocker the pre-release, right? And it was fucking miserable. I hated that one. That was awful, dude. Never again. But you know what does we do get again? We get Plesiomon again. We get the boy.
The boy's back.
Yeah, last one we got was EX3, which was pretty decent. That's pretty good for the deck he was designed for. This one doesn't really work for that strategy, but still pretty cool in his own right. Play cost of 11,000 DP. And can digivolve for 3 over any blue level 5. Has the 1 digivolving effect of trash 3 Digivolution cards from under your opponent's Digimon. Doesn't specify one or other, so you can just pick 3 cards under any number of your opponent's Digimon and just take them. Yep. Or trash them, rather. And then when attacking once per turn, if your opponent does not have a Digimon with equal or more Digivolution cards than this Digimon in play, unsuspend this Digimon. So he can swing for 2 checks with jamming, which is pretty cool thanks to the Bukomon. I think he's a decent, like, 1 or 2 of in blue hybrid even as like a level 6 option if you're wanting to just like some quick swing and unsuspend with jamming, depending on the deck that you're going against. But Yeah, I like him. I think he's decent. And we do get some pretty cool, a little spoiler alert, we get some Policio X antibody stuff in BT15 that we'll go over in the future.
That is true. That is true. Question for you though, and maybe this will help clarify things for some of our viewers too. The like phrase that says does not have a Digimon with equal or more Digivolution cards. Does that apply if there are no Digimon on board?
Correct.
Okay, so there you go, right? Like, I think it's a pretty broad, encompassing term.
Yeah.
The way it's worded is a lot better than like, oh, they have to have something in
older
play.
cards.
Yeah.
Well, there's some older cards that have the same wording that I think's a little bit more convoluted. Maybe it's the same. I don't know. Maybe I just get it better now. But I definitely used to be confused. But yeah, so that means this, if they don't have a Digimon in play, that has equal or more. So that means if they don't have a Digimon at all, if they do and it doesn't have that number of sources, any of those things, it gets the unsuspend. So if you're able to control their board with Zudomon Ace and then keep turn and go into Plesio, you can do like 2 quick chip damages there, and then maybe you just use some Lightning Joust.
Stop.
Use some security plugins. All that good stuff.
What's it? Atomic Inferno.
Yeah, there you go. Now you're cooking.
But I think that's all I really have to say about Plesio. I'm excited to use it. That's for sure.
Same.
Less can be said about this little guy, unfortunately.
So brutal, bro. Oh no.
The poor Marine Angemon. 11 play cost, 3 to Digivolve over a blue or yellow, level 5. 11 KDP. On play and when Digivolving effect, you can, by returning one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon or one of your Digimon to its owner's hand, return one of your opponent's Digimon with a level less than or equal to the returned Digimon to their hand. And then your turn, once per turn, when another Digimon is returned to hand, recovery +1, so just recover 1 to your security stack. Okay, I mean, he's not bad.
He's better than the EX2
one.
It wants to drop itself for, what was it, like 9 or 10?
Yeah.
At the cheapest to recover 1, maybe. I don't even remember its effects. It was so bad. Like, it's a neat effect. I don't ever see a world where you want to bounce one of your Digimon to bounce an opponent's.
Right.
And like if you choose to like bounce himself, you could do that. I think. Yeah, you could bounce you could bounce himself, but then you're not gonna get the your turn effect, and then you just waste a stack. So it's like, eh.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting idea. It just, I don't see a deck, even in like the yellow archetype, that would utilize this.
No. Marine Angemon don't get no love. He's such a cute Digimon. Has some neat stuff to him. I know I have a friend that he's a favorite of, but man, he just can't catch a break.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
Next time.
Yeah, next time. And that'll be it for Digimon though. For this segment. Now we're going to go on to our one blue tamer, Mr. Jokido. Play cost of 3, has the on-play effect of trashing one Digivolution card from under one of your opponent's Digimon, and your turn when a card is trashed from under one of your opponent's Digimon, by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. So he's a 2-drop tamer effectively if they have a Digimon in play that has a source, or he'll gain you a memory I guess he only gets the memory on your turn. So he won't gain memory he won't be like a memory gain out of security if he gets checked, but still a good tamer. Definitely we'll see you some blue hybrid. He'll be great for that. Very good for his own.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say he's going to be very good for his Gomamon archetype. What were we going to say?
I was going to say, interestingly enough, he's like basically a carbon copy of like OG Jokido, except he gets the on play trash one.
Yeah.
Before it's like it was the exact same wording and everything. But this time now he has an added benefit of like the on play, which like I think is a good example of just like power creep in him a little bit,
Definitely.
to kind of adjust to what's going on in today's meta.
Yeah.
So
he'll be a pretty well received tamer. That'll definitely see some play.
The alt art is beautiful. The alt art for all the tamers is beautiful, but his was nice.
Yeah, definitely. I agree.
So that's the tamers, and now we will go into our options. First option is Wave of Reliability, a 2-drop to play. Main effect is to trash 2 Digivolution cards from under your opponent's Digimon. Then if you have a tamer with Jokido in name, choose one of your Digimon. If your opponent does not have a Digimon with equal or more Digivolution cards, then that Digimon, unsuspend that Digimon. So a little wordy there. So we can like break it down a little bit. So you trash 2, right? Then you have Joe in name. You can choose one of your Digimon. Doesn't matter what it is. Just choose one.
Yeah. You'll have a tamer with Joe in name somewhere on your board.
Yeah.
You choose one of your Digimon.
And then if your opponent doesn't have equal or more Digivolution cards to that chosen stack, you can unsuspend that Digimon.
Yeah. And it works the same way as Plesio. So if they don't have a Digimon in play at all, or if the Digimon they have in play has equal or more. Wait, hold on. If your opponent does not have a Digimon with equal or more Digivolution cards,
yeah, it's exactly.
So they want to have less than. So they have to have less than, not equal or more. God, man, why'd they make it so confusing? They could have just said if your opponent doesn't have a Digimon with less Digivolution cards than that Digimon. Instead they add equal or more. That's so much harder. That's so much more wordy. Anyways, yeah. So maybe translation will be different than what card dev has for us, but
it's interesting.
3 swings with Plesio, not just 2.
Jamming.
And then security just activates the same effect and then adds it to the hand, which that's decent. The fact that it activates the main effect and then adds the hand. That's always good on options when you get to activate the effect and then keep the card to use again.
Especially if they hit it and they're like trying to swing over it, and then you can unsuspend that to keep that body on board. Can be clutch.
Honestly, too, with it being a 2-drop option, it could see some good stuff. It could do some decent things because it doesn't even care what Digimon's in play. It just needs to have a tamer with Joe. So as long as you're running enough Joes in your deck, which mind you, that can be Sora Joe or this new Joe Keto. You can use it. Yeah. No, honestly, any deck that's memory efficient enough easily can slot this card in there. It could also be used to choke as well, just to unsuspend yourself so you're not susceptible to being swung over unless they have raid or something.
What a reliable card.
Yeah. Almost like a wave of it just washed over you. Coming with the waves, with the tides, we have some marching fishes. Play cost of 3. This option is honestly pretty good in my opinion. Main, choose one of your Digimon. 3 of your opponent's Digimon with equal or fewer Digivolution cards. Thank you, Bandai, for wording that better. Then the chosen Digimon can't attack or block until the end of your opponent's turn. Insane. That's so much because of how much source strip this deck has. Or these cards have for like the Gomamon line compared with Blue Hybrid. Like you can do your whole Blue Hybrid play, like strip a bunch of sources, maybe only be able to stun a few things, and then you play this and just stun 3 more things.
Yes, please.
Like it's such a good option. It's a 3-drop too, so it's not super costly for it. It's pretty good. And then security, one of your opponent's Digimon can't attack for the turn, then add this card to the owner's hand. So it'll be able to possibly save you during a game, and then you could use it the next turn.
Which, in all honesty, too, like with Innocence Blizzard being a 3 cost to play, I'd almost much rather play this card than Innocence Blizzard.
I agree. 100% agree. I also think that and I think this about I think blue does this the best. Blue is such a memory efficient color that it makes options more worth running in it.
Yeah.
Because it just has so many other good toolbox options that are just so much more powerful than other colors have. I feel like the next closest ones would probably be like black and yellow. Green maybe a little bit behind that, but then purple's very niche depending on the deck, and red is just like, well, I have my bomb and I have my boost. that is red.
Very true.
But yeah, great card.
Yeah. And that wraps up blue for this set. Let us know what you guys think. I think there are a lot of interesting cards. I mean, as a blue player, obviously I'm going to say that, but I truly do think that like blue gets a ton of support in BT14. So I'm super excited to see what we can do with all this stuff.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, and giving us the support that you guys have given us. Look forward to yellow, which we will be hoping to pump out in the next couple of days. And then we will see you there. Thanks, guys.
See ya. Bye.